Wait, actually, should we watch the whole video first? I guess we can just watch it in between. Eh, fuck it, bro. We'll just watch the whole thing. We'll see what this is.
He's the man that's going into the fountain once again. Bathed in the glory of the radiant. Thompson, he just does not give a crap. Anna will give all the life. This is just fountain bombing.
What it takes to be a perfect tank.
This is soul breaking.
All right. What does it take to be a perfect tank? Yeah, I don't know what game that is.
The first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word tank. Chances are, it's probably something to do with size.
I might as well use it.
Giant Shogun.
That's the like biggest size. I haven't practiced Eric's though. Oh well.
But you also probably think of a low skill player who basically uses their character's body as a target for enemy
Damn,
attacks.
low skill.
A brute who exists solely to absorb damage for their team. Kind of like actual tanks. Heavily armored and able to take a ton of abuse without suffering too many ill effects. It's not a position that people generally associate with high-stakes gameplay or incredible wins.
So I understand that people might look down a bit on tank players, but in the tank category itself, there's definitely a difference between those who excel at the role and those who just really don't know what they're doing.
In a game like Overwatch, the tank's role usually follows a pretty traditional route. They're brawny characters with high health who protect the little guys.
They're gonna have the nano boost from Jonak. We'll see which target he wants to go for. It's very likely gonna go for the Winston, but actually gonna put it on the Genji instead. A beautiful hook, Libero's out of the fight.
What a hook from Hotba. Couldn't have been better timed. 2 ults for naught, he gets him down.
Protect the Derricks, yeah.
It is the least popular role in the game.
That's true.
Some of the shortest queue times.
That,
After all,
that's
it's hard to look cool when you don't get to do much of the classic hero stuff.
Yeah, true. That's facts.
Just want to click heads. But for those in the know, the tank role has obvious advantages.
경기를 봤을 때 이제 단순히 킬러그가 높다고 무조건 잘하는 선수는 아니지만 약간 자기 역할을 톡톡히 하고 있다고 느끼는 선수들의 특징은 상대팀의 딜러들의 킬러그가 잘 안 나옵니다.
Oh, big.
In the OWL, leaning heavily into tanks had some pretty unfortunate consequences. In fact, tanks are at least partly responsible for a meta that nearly killed the Overwatch esports scene. Goats.
As soon as they see the defensive setup, they will just simply swap it away. Crucial time lost here for the Outlaws.
Boo goats. Nah, bro, yay.
Well, you know, you want your team to win, right? They're going to have to play what's meta.
And the 2-2-2 roll lock that was meant to counteract the damage.
I think for me, Overwatch is like picking random heroes and doing good with it, even whether it be like a tank, a support, whatever the f, and then just 2-2-2 lock made it so like fucking stale for me. And then banning like hero, dude, that shit is so annoying.
But in spite of the grief that it brought to the professional scene, in both the OWL and competitive at large, it is a role that is widely considered to be crucial to a team.
I think they just need to
tanks are the ones on
open
the
up
front lines,
any comp, but then bring hero bans.
Closely grouped enemies and
but let
choke points.
The players pick
and the
who they
role
ban.
Itself can be approached from
like
two
League
different angles, creating space for your team on the front lines as the main tank.
Cuts is going to be eliminated. Into the back goes Gushbai. Has Cuts completely locked in the room. Will be able to take him out.
Oh, good primals, dude. Good primals look so nice.
And he is not done yet. Just chases deep. Gets absolutely everybody. This guy has been on fire all weekend long.
Or peeling for your team as a surprising source of damage from the sidelines as an off
Super Hog.
Tries to use a grab, but Meko takes it away. That can actually do it.
Son of heroes. Well, yeah, they need to add like 2 tanks, 2 supports, and like 1 more DPS. And I think they can do like 1 or 2 bans each.
Defending these points, using tanks correctly, is often the only way to ensure that your team can push through or survive the round. In short, tanks are a lot more big-brained than people think.
True.
That said, it does take a certain type of player to do well in the role. In Dota 2, for example, there aren't really any tanks in a traditional sense. It's not even formally considered a role. Instead, you have tanky playmakers who take a lot of hits from magical and physical sources, relying on a mixture of HP, armor, and movement to stay alive.
Have they actually got the damage to bring down this tide? No-Tail, Jarek's Hamres are all relatively low. They're desperately trying to kill him. Yapso's just going to bail.
Yeah, I have no idea what goes on in Dota. I never played this game, so I'm clueless.
With the Ghost Scepter. But look, they just can't kill him. This man's so damn tanky with the Greaves.
But they're actually doing 0 damage to this guy.
To bring him down, even with Rezo beating into him, he just is not dying.
How is that guy taking 0 damage? He's taking negative damage on him.
It's impossible to play against.
Can't kill him. Now, that might seem
how is that a thing?
The truth is a little more complicated. To succeed
how is that even a character?
Dota hero, a player has to consider their position on the map, the other heroes on their team, and how that combination will work to execute either a team fight or tower push. Players who do want to give the role a try have a few options in-game that can help them do just that. And the ones who give it a shot are rarely disappointed.
Anytime he feels that he can get in with a Ravage, he'll go for it. In fact, they're going to try and fight with the Horn here, and straight away Anna comes into the mid-mind control. He has the Ravage ready. Terror to all 5 of them, and now they can just run OG's hero down one by one. Thompson tries to turn with the Avalanche, but the mech is popped. Anna and Thompson are dead.
League of Legends has had its own share of overpowered tankiness to contend with, like the 2017 tank meta that saw these immovable objects dominate.
Yep, dude.
This is a kid who's shown up against
2017. Yep. I remember those.
Going ham. Yeah, we talked
the tank, full-on tank meta, bro.
Is in trouble. The shield
in League.
Up. The depth charge goes down. 200 HP. Eat the meow card.
To succeed as a tank, a player must possess a certain degree of masochism. You have to be prepared to sacrifice yourself for your squishy teammates. And while killing enemies isn't really the point of having a tank character on your squad, neither is mindlessly absorbing hit after hit.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of nuances to playing a good tank, how you deal out your crowd control, how you know when you actually have to kite back and not take unnecessary damage.
Agree.
That really makes the difference between a good tank and a great tank.
Whether playing offensively to start fights or defensively,
gotta not feed it. Gotta know when not to feed.
Tanks truly shine when they get to divert the enemy's attention and remove threats from their teammates. And while that may sound boring, there are certain players out there who've made the role more fun.
We have seen MVP players go for tanks. Doinby is a great example. We've seen him take the likes of Sion and Poppy into the mid lane, where the enemy mid laner simply cannot burst him down, and he has free roam on the map. So I think tanks is definitely a very varied class with a lot of different nuances to them.
Some assassins even abandoned their one-shotting ways to become unkillable titans.
Hey,
like
welcome to the role. Yep.
As well.
Don't go squishy, go tank, man.
Hero for TSM. Still chasing as well. Hui is going to dodge out of that Winter's Vibe, but the gravity field's down. They're going to try and turn things around.
Oh my god.
Much healing onto Hui. Actually takes a bio on the other side as well. Going off. He's going to take out one more on Afro. He's going to try and live, and Haunter says, I don't think so. Gets stunned against the wall, but he's going to keep chasing Afro move. He's the last one alive. Good stun again. Oh my god. Haunter somehow lived, and now he's dead.
And while we are nowhere near an all-tank meta in League right now, because of how important they are to winning team fights, they've almost always been a staple of competitive play.
For the play again, one
Double
time
get
on
tagged.
Impact on the front line. Here comes Smoothie, going for the knockup. They might catch in. Yes, they do. Biofrost.
Always gotta have some sort of CC.
His life as well, though. 4 versus 4, no supports alive. No Guardian Angel for Meteos, whereas TSM still have 2.
The Weaver's Wall!
Weaver's Wall catches up a couple. Now can they have the follow-up damage? A couple of stuns come in. They've got Bjergsen, and they shut him down with a 1600 damage crit.
Can they get double?
Low. Meteos, another knockup, trades his life, but it's down. Gets the GA.
Dang. Yo, TSM just popped off.
Impact goes down, and Ace for TSM.
So tanks have an important role to play in many games, but as with everything, balance is important. Ultimately though, no matter what game you play or how you choose to play it, protecting your teammates is a noble
MVP support play right there.
Yourself for the greater good can be as vital to lifting that coveted trophy as any of the flashiest plays out there.
Is it AceOFSpades? Take it to goal! He gets the goal of his lifetime!
I had to.
But this guy's in the middle of his whole squad. Oh, he gets out. Oh no, the minions, dude. Honestly, the most sad thing ever on League was when you saw a little minion like shoot a little mage wand at you and you flash away and it's just following you around, bro. And then it just fucking hits you and then you die. That was the most sad thing ever in League. Like, you're like, oh, dude, the fucking great escape. And then it's just, here it comes, man. Here it comes, following you, dude, through all your fucking movement abilities. And then it hits you and you fucking die. It's like, oh my god. Jesus Christ. Alright, but yeah, it's a pretty good video. What it takes to be a perfect tank. I like it. I like it. Pretty good points. Gotta be big brain. Know when to take damage, not feed. Pretty good. Now you guys can all be the perfect tank. Go out there, load up Overwatch. W key into the backline. Easy clap.